Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to complete this personal budget real-life use of Excel. So we'll start by downloading the starter file, and once that's downloaded we'll open it. And then once it opens, click on the Enable Editing button, and then we're on to the first step. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill in the months here. So if we position our cursor or position this or select the active cell as D3 and type in February, and then we can highlight that range of cells, and then we can use the fill handle to pull that all the way over to N. And then we're going to change the cell style to heading 1, and we'll want to center that. So I'm going to go in the alignment section here and click center. And then we're going to take the months and we're going to merge and center that. And we'll go to the cell styles and choose the title style. And then we're going to select all of our categories over here on the left-hand side, and we're going to format those as heading 2. And then we'll choose the income and then hold the control key down and select expenses and make those cell style heading 1. Okay. And then we're going to start entering in. Oh, we need to adjust the width of the column here to make sure that that will accommodate the length of the text strings in column A. And then we're going to insert one row here by just right-clicking on the 6 and clicking Insert. And we're going to put tax refund here. So we're going to add that. And then we need to accommodate our auto-fit our column. So select column B and then move your cursor to the right of the column heading there until it becomes a double arrow, and then double click, and that'll expand it to accommodate the longest string there. And then we're going to put in some numbers for our income, so wages, and we'll use our fill handle to fill that to the right because we just assumed that that is your monthly income. Then we'll put a couple of things in here for financial aid, one in March and one in September. And for the tax refund, we'll say you'll get that in May, about $2,000. I'm just making these numbers up. Now let's say you get some miscellaneous income from either a part-time job or maybe you've got a benevolent uncle that gives you money every month, or your parents, and we'll put that across like that, fill that across. And then down here, we're going to put in a formula to total the numbers in that column. So with the cell C9 selected, got C9 in the name box, we're going to go up to the auto sum button and just click auto sum. And we want to select the real range. So select it like that and then hit enter. And then we can fill that across. And then we'll put in our monthly expenses. So I'm going to put $2,300 a month for rent if you're renting, or you can make that your mortgage payment. Since that's a consistent one, we'll just fill that to the right. And food, we'll put, I don't know, $300. And that's also a monthly expense, so fill that across. And then gas, let's say $75 a month, gas for your car. And you can fill in any other expenses that you have But this is just a made up budget. I don't really want you to provide me with the real numbers. And we'll put $85 a month for the phone. Oops. Oh, well, use a fill handle to drag that across. And then we'll put another formula here. So we'll go on the total row there in column C, click on the auto sum, and then just select the range that we want and hit enter. And then we'll use our fill handle to fill that across. And then we'll put a formula here to calculate what our net is at the end of the month. So that's going to be, we're going to subtract our total wages in C9. We're going to start with that and subtract our total expenses in C16. And that'll be our net. And then we'll fill that across. And some of these months, like where we've got, financial aid and a tax refund, they'll be bigger, of course. Most of them are $14.90 because that's our wages and our miscellaneous income. Okay, and then we're going to put a formula here for the cumulative amount. So we'll put equals the net in the first month. That'll be that amount. And then in this cell, we're going to have another formula where we're going to take the net for the month and then add that. So we'll use the plus operator to the net from the previous month. And then we're going to accumulate that across. So we'll just fill that formula to the right. And again, that works because this is a relative reference. So D18 plus C19. So if we click on this cell, oops, escape. If we click on this cell, it's E18 plus D19 and F18 plus E19 and GF18 plus F. So it's a relative reference as you move across there. Okay, then we're going to take and highlight all of these cells with numbers, and we want to format them as currency. And we want to eliminate those trailing zeros after the decimal point. So we're going to go back into the numbers section here, click on the decrease decimal twice, and then we're going to select the whole table, including the monthly headings. And we're going to click this format as a table, and we'll choose one of these formats. I'm going to choose this blue and click my table as headers. I don't like that format. I want the alternate row colors, so let's do this one, the medium. Okay. And then once we've done that, we're going to go back here with the table selected and convert it to a range. And click yes. And that eliminates all those filters. But now we might want to change the color of our month headings. So select those and then change the color of that to white so that that contrasts with the dark blue. Okay, and then we're going to select the total row here, and we're going to format that cell style as total, and the same thing with this one here. Okay, and let's see if I missed anything. We also need to create a pie chart for the expenses in the month of May. I know in the class I did it for the month of March, but we're going to do it for the month of May since the instructions say that. So on the expenses section, we're going to select all of our expense categories like that. And then we'll hold the control key down and we'll select the amounts in the month of May. And then we're going to go up to the Insert tab and select the pie chart. So we'll use this 3D pie chart. And then we want to move that chart to a new sheet. So click on the Move Chart button, select New Sheet, and put May expenses, May expense chart, like that. And then click OK. And that moves that to this new worksheet. And we're going to move that, drag that over so it's after the sheet one. And let's rename this to budget. Okay, then we'll go back to our chart. And we want to add data labels. So we're going to do the data call out. And then let's select the data callouts. So we want to make those bigger. So to make those big, we just, if we click on it once, it selects all of them. But if you click on it again, it'll select the individual callout button, and then we can make it bigger. And we can also drag it up. Let's drag this one over here. And then we can do the same thing with this one, make it bigger. And drag it up over here. And same thing with this one. Select it, make it bigger. And like that. And then probably should have also changed the size of the font so we can see it better. Whoops. So now I've got to expand it even more. Okay. So let's see, made this one 16. So we'll do the same thing for each one. Make it 16. And have to expand it so it says the percentage. Or maybe turn it this way, move it this way. I don't know why it's got it on both. Maybe you can backspace. There we go. And space. Whoops. Space, not V. And then, so you can only move it if you've got those larger circles. So we're moving them like that. And make this one bigger. And we'll make the font size 16 on that again. And then same here. 16. Okay, then we're going to change the chart title. So the chart title says, so delete that, and we'll put that May expenses as the chart title. And then if we select that, and maybe want to make that bigger, so I'll highlight the text, increase the size like that. And now we'll probably need to move this over like that. And boy, this legend, make that bigger and increase the font on that to 16. Okay, well, it's starting to look more like a real chart. Okay, so if we select the chart, you can also resize that. Okay, so it's not right on top of the May expenses chart title. And then we can close this format shape and we should be good to go. So, so on this sheet, you've got your budget, and then on a separate sheet, you've got the May expense chart, and then just do a file save as, and append your name. I would just save it to the downloads folder or someplace temporarily. Right now it's in the downloads folder. So, and then put your initials at the beginning of the file name. And then just click, make sure you're saving it as an Excel workbook. So save as type workbook, save. and then go back to the assignment and submit it. Yours will look different because you're a student. Um, so just go ahead and submit it to this assignment and you'll get your credit. So hopefully you found that helpful, and good luck.